Welcome back to another episode of The Spotlight with KB. I am your host, Kenia Berreco, and today we have GUERO. GUERO, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
I appreciate the time. I know it's a little close to the holidays, so I appreciate that you take some time and talk to us today. For those people that are listening, GUERO, a lot of people don't know you, but a lot of people do. So can you introduce yourself a little bit?
Let's see if I get it right. So my name's GUERO, Salinas native. I'm a self-proclaimed musician, and yeah.
A father of almost two, one on the way.
Father of one, but I have a two. And I don't know what you would call it, but I'm trying to be, what do you call those people that do things for the town?
I don't know, but you give back to the community.
Let's say something like that.
I can't think of my vocabulary right now.
You're already skipping to the end of the thing, but that's what I'm trying to do here.
Yeah, and that's why we're spotlighting you today in this podcast. For those that are new, this podcast spotlights people, in Salinas, in the Salinas Valley, Soledad, Gonzad, Chulad. And that's why you're here, because you've been doing a lot of stuff, and I absolutely appreciate it. Like, what you're doing for the community, especially for the east side of Salinas, like, it needs to be spotlighted. It needs to be talked about. And this is the fourth year you're doing it. You're going on and providing food, providing toys, providing even money for people that attend in the east side.
Not money.
Not money.
Yeah.
Or, Christmas gift cards, things like that. And that's when
don't
every...
Don't
ask for money. Never mind, guys. Don't ask for money. But December 21st is this year's 2024,
yes.
The event, right? And it's going to be where?
It's going to be at Cluster Park. We can skip that one too.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later in this episode. But just so people know, December 21st, go... pay attention to this episode, because we're going to talk about that day and what he's doing for the community. It's really lovely. It's really awesome. And it's appreciated. So that's pretty cool, dude. But anyway, I know you introduced yourself. You're very mysterious. You like to keep it that way. But I appreciate it. It's all good. Could you tell us about a little bit of your upbringing? I know you're from Salinas.
So, I make music, right? Mm-hmm. But that's not what I want to be like spotlighted for, you know what I mean? Because I did start making music. This was in 2012, when the world was about to end, you know what I mean? So I started making music, and this was high school. I was still in high school. Mm-hmm. So I had a cool little hype over it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the best, but I'm not the worst, you know what I mean? But, you graduate. I was still doing my thing. Thought it was what I was going to do. But I was living with my dad at the time, and I wasn't going to go to college. So it was just like, hey, first week I graduated. Yeah, for lunes I was already working. I'm like, ah, shit. It was like, hey, motherfucker, you got to get to work. So I was like, all right, this dude... Because my pop's one of those guys, those Mexican dudes that fucking wake up and just fucking want to go to work. They wake up on their day off and they're outside doing something for no reason. You know what I mean? Like 7 in the morning, I end that way, con su pinche Bud Light, and just for no reason, So I told him, hey, I'm gonna miss a day at work because there's gonna be some event at Fox once. I'm like, hey, my homie wants me to go, get to back him up. I forgot what the fuck the event was, but. Well, hey, this dude fucking shut me down right there. He's like, hey, stop focusing on the payasadas. Like, that's not gonna you're not gonna miss work to go, like...
Make music.
Yeah, like, bro, I'm like... All right. Then I kind of left to boot camp a little short after that.
Yeah.
Got sent back, so don't hit me with the veteran thing. I got sent back. I got my ass got sent back. When I came back, I just got back to work, fucking... Like, at Eichel. And then... At the time, my little brother started making music after that. Mm-hmm. So this dude was still in high school. I remember when I used to rap, I used to try to like write some stuff for him. Like, hey, wait, pues fucking, let's see, try rapping this. But when he was a kid, he'd be, I don't know if it's because he saw that 8 Mile movie with Eminem and he thought everything's battle rap and just try fighting. I'm like, fool,
That's not how it is.
You're done, dude. You're done. Pero ya pasaron los años, and that's when he was in high school. Then I remember one day I came home from work, and this dude, he showed me some, he's like, hey, check this out. And he already, at the time, I was kind of zoned out on my own, like doing my own thing, whatever. Just partying, this and that. So I didn't really pay attention to him like that.
Mm.
But he showed me, and I was like, damn.
He's talented.
You're pretty good, fucker. Yeah. You're pretty good. So I called up some other friend that used to record me back in the day. Name's Caliber. I think he's from Soledad.
Mm-hmm.
He's still making music today too. I called him up like, hey, bro, pues yo, like, I don't do this shit no more, but hey, tap in with this kid, bro, because or put him on with something. But ahí empezó. I know they actually did a song together that I didn't even know of at the time till I was gonna skip to it. Yeah, like, so yeah, he started making music. I'm like, damn, and he got a good little buzz.
Mm-hmm.
And at first it was like I saw his production, or not his production, his ¿cómo se dice?
His
progression through the years, you know what I mean? And like it wasn't even like que llevaba un chingo, you know what I mean? Because if you compare when he started and where he ended, the fucking progress, like,
was a lot.
Is from quality to sound to style, like, hey,
he improved.
Shit, I haven't dropped something that has topped him so far.
Wow.
And I'm talking numbers too.
Mm-hmm.
So ya pasando el tiempo, my little brother passed 2020. So I hadn't done music for that's 6 years.
Wow.
Not the best mathematician, but I'm pretty sure that's 6 years, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't make any music till after that. So I was like, you know what? Because little homies were making music too. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do one. You know what I mean? So we went, and I'm like, shit, let me see. Dusted a little.
I bet that was.
I dusted the dust off my freaking writing hand.
Yeah.
And shit, I still got it.
That motivated you to go back.
Yeah, because
it was an outlet for you.
Yeah, because in reality, I remember he tried getting me to make music again.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember he ended up getting there's some song with one of my homies, se llama A-Rod. And I was supposed to be on that song with him too, but he sent it to me, and I was just like, I asked him, he's like, hey, have you written to it? I'm like, nah, I'll get to it later. Like, I'll do it quick. Wow. Like, I still got it. Mm-hmm. He's like, okay, the different times, like, en ese tiempo was more like progression within myself. And then in that time, I used to party. I mean, I still party, but I used to party way harder, avoiding las cosas that kind of matter, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of like.
So, I'm going to backtrack a little bit. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry for your loss. You know, I know we talked about it a little bit, and some people were talking about it right now and they don't know. So, like, I'm sorry that happened. And I know right now that the holidays are coming near. We have lost people, you know, and it's harder. You know, holidays hit a little harder because, you know, they're not there no more. Can you talk a little bit about that? Like, I know you lost him, and where were you, you know? Because you said that you were not there in the beginning, or you were in the beginning, and then you went in your own path. And then this happens. Like, how did you feel?
Are you talking, where was I?
Mentally, you know?
During or after?
It could be whatever you want, whatever, during.
Because there's phases to this, you know what I mean?
Yeah, can you talk about the phases that you dealt with, you know, grief?
So the after?
Mm-hmm.
Well, goddamn. I mean, it's definitely like that. It is that's like grief and stuff like that. It's tough, you know what I mean? And throughout the years, it's been good. It's coming up on five years in February, but. ¿Cómo se dice? Damn, I swear to God, I had so much stuff.
It's hard. Yeah. It's hard because you think about these things.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm not gonna say I'm in the position I was when it first started.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely been. ¿Cómo se dice? It's been a learning experience, you know.
Right.
It's been a weird, ugly but pretty journey. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I say ugly because ugly, pues obviously you lost somebody. You know what I mean? It's a big void
Yeah.
but pretty because it really kind of, ¿cómo se dice?
Got
It
you.
molded me into what I'm, not even what I am now, but what
Trying to
what
be.
I gotta be. You know what I mean?
Wow. I love
So
that.
como I saw something que said, when it looks like your fucking world is crumbling down, you know what I mean? It's because your fucking you when it's being formed up, you know what I mean?
Amen. Amen.
So I mean, it was like the beginning. It was fucked up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was pretty ugly because,
You didn't understand.
yeah, I mean, you still don't, you know what I mean?
You never do.
And I try like telling people like, cause I've had people that have lost people and shit,
Right.
and like I try fucking going over like, hey, pues esto y esto, do
Yeah.
this, do that. And I feel like I'm the shit, you know what I mean? I feel like I feel like
Like you know what you're talking about.
like that big
Yeah.
pat in the back that people need, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
then I go home and I'm just like, fuck,
Yeah.
like,
What up?
I'm like, where's mine? You know what I mean? Yeah,
Wow.
and to me, I mean, at least when it like people heal different, you know what I mean? To me, that kind of, ¿cómo se dice? That helps me get through it, you know what I mean?
To
'Cause
encourage others.
not
Or
encourage
what
others,
do you
but
mean?
kind of help them the way I kind of wish someone would
Be there for them.
help me when that shit happened. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Because don't get me wrong, there was a lot of people. There was when my brother passed, but I feel like you hear that I'm sorry. I'm like you don't like hearing that. You know what I mean? Like shit. I'm sorry for myself too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like you kind of want to hear shit that
I feel you.
only people that have gone through it can tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could tell someone a story, and they could either just hear you or they could feel you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you could tell them, they'll fucking listen, but
Yeah.
only certain people that when you tell them, they'll fucking feel it. You know?
They'll feel it.
So that's what I mean. I don't even like telling people like that much. But for me, when I go, like, let's say, one of my good friends, my good coworkers that I called in today, told him I was sick. Well, he went through a loss of someone too, and pues I thought I've never seen this dude cry. So I think I still saw him cry maybe twice. You know what I mean? And I don't want to speak too much on his situation just because
That's his story.
That's his story.
Yeah.
But I was with him, you know what I mean, since it happened. Pues I fucking, you know, you want to drink up? You want to drink up till the sun's up? Like, shit, I'll do it with you, you know what I mean? But it's not a party, you know what I mean? Like,
It's not a
bro,
party.
you like grieve
Cry.
right now, you know what I mean? Cry right now, cry.
Let it out.
When you're in front of the body, cry, you know what I mean? Cry, because if you don't, that's the stuff that with time, you know what I mean? It will eat you up, you know?
Yeah.
And I know it's because, I mean, I've never gone to counseling, but there is some. You go to YouTube, you can find some counseling. there is. Yeah, I'm literally.
Or simply talking to people.
Yeah. That's
pretty
literally.
much it.
You're getting ahead of yourself. Not in reality, yeah, because that's what counseling is. You know, you're just talking to someone. You know, and you don't need to go with someone that went to school that's gonna tell you, hey, some shit in your brain is telling you this, so you gotta just talk to people. You know.
Wow.
So I was there for my friend. Ahí diciendo, hey, llórale, this and that, porque this and I say it because when my situation happened, well, for one, the night that it did happen, like, I got the call, and it was like where he last stopped. It was like probably 2 blocks from where I lived. So I was asleep, and they were calling me on Snapchat, and I didn't get the notification. Yeah, for some reason, one of my boys called and said, hey, wait, I think your brother got shot. Because I'm seeing his car right here, and there's an ambulance. I'm driving the back of it. So I went, and I see my brother's car. I see the cops. So I'm only a couple minutes behind, you know. So when I went to a hospital, like, this is where the I starts, because it was I who fucking signed papers for fucking, what is it, the emergency surgery when it came to the, what is it, the funeral home.
Right.
Like, they're signing because obviously everyone's all fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
When it was the funeral, it was I right there fucking hugging everybody, you know. There's pictures. I'm like, fool, there's pictures of that day. There's videos. I'm like, fool, I'm pretty sure you would not see me crying. You know what I mean? But I mean,
You had to be that strong person for the
yeah,
family.
because everyone is fucked up. You know what I mean? It had to be me who called my mom. Like, hey, mom, because my brother shot himself once. Well, he didn't shoot himself.
Mhm.
I should have talked about that.
Think
Nah,
about it.
there was a fuck it. I had a revolver in under my bed,
Mhm.
which it wasn't even a big one. It was a 22.
Mhm.
But now that I know gun safety, I'm like, dude, why would you keep a revolver?
Right,
But,
yeah.
but whatever,
But
you know what I mean? And at the time, this is when we were still living together.
Mhm.
So he had a little couch, had a little bed. It was like an L.
Mhm.
That's how fucking we're just cramped up. And I guess the way he was chilling, I think he was playing fucking his PlayStation. And it rang, you know what I mean? It just popped. And he was leaning his foot on the bed, and a bullet freaking hit his like a little bit but next to his shin, so close, you know what I mean? So close to his shin, the bullet traveled and everything. And I took him to the hospital. I remember, we were scared, and I'm like, you can't report this gun, and yada yada,
Mhm.
and whatever. Yeah, we went, and I was even getting mad because we said that he got shot,
Mhm.
and maybe we cut this part out. Someone thinking against us.
So you kind of you relived that moment.
Yeah.
And this time it's like, mom.
But this time it was for real, you
This
know,
is-
because
yeah.
when we called my mom after he was out of surgery and he was good, and we just had to explain what happened, like,
Wow.
oops, you know.
Yeah.
So when this one happened, I thought it was gonna be
Similar.
the same thing, you know. So I didn't call my mom. Yeah, it was till
I don't want to worry her.
it was till I signed the papers and they asked if the parent was here, and I said, nah, well, I'm him, like, I'm his brother. And he's like, oh, there's no parent here. I'm like, no. I said, well, you should probably call one. And so I called my mom. She got there a little bit before they kind of told us that he passed. So going back to it, it was like, so it was me who called her to tell her, hey, pues esto pasó. Once he passed, it was me who called my dad to tell him that my brother passed. You know what I mean? I remember I called him, and I think my stepmom was like saying not play. You know what I mean? To not play around. I'm like,
You don't joke
I
about these
wouldn't
things.
fucking play about this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So anyway, it was just this fucking me trying to do this fucking be, I don't know, some sort of pillar
Yeah.
that after the funeral, fucking the funeral, everything, you know, what do they do that? When they go home and the family gathers
Yeah.
and everything.
Yeah.
So my mom had one with her family, and my dad had one with his side of the family, and I went to both of them, and I just fucking, you're just fucking blank. You're
You don't
like,
feel.
you don't, you know what I mean? There's people that went to a funeral that I don't even remember being there. I'm like,
Wow.
did you go? I was like, yeah, bro, I was there. I'm like, oh shit, I don't remember a lot of stuff, you know.
Right.
So I remember I went, and I went to my dad's, to my mom's, and I went to my dad's. Then I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna just get the fuck out of here. So I left, and all that stuff that you held inside. Once you close it, and we're going up here in the Puño de Tierra, that song,
Yeah.
until they actually give you like a fucking, you're just like, oh shit, like everything just, I'm driving, and I'm fucking, like, I didn't even have tints in my car, so I could only picture fucking driving on the freeway. What the fuck? The people next to me were seeing this motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh my
Like,
goodness.
so all that once you close it, like
the anger, the sadness. Yeah.
like it fucking, it's si no lo sacas, it's just like a fart, you know what I mean? Like, you don't let that shit out, it's just gonna fuck you up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, like, because también again, it was me who closed the casket.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because I need to stop saying, you know what I mean, so much.
No,
You know what I mean?
No, that's cool. I know what you mean.
So there you go.
Yeah.
So there's everyone, before they take them out. So again, it's me who fucking just
Do you feel like that do you feel some kind of resentment, like it had to be me? Or do you feel okay
I
taking that
I don't
responsibility?
I don't want to take like a ¿cómo se dice? Any ¿cómo se dice? What damn what's the word? Because I have three brothers,
Yeah. You don't want to
and
take credit?
I don't want to take the
Or
like it had to be me because they're still my
okay.
other siblings. You know what I mean?
You had
And my
help. You
stepbrothers.
had people there helping you.
No, I'm saying like because I to me it's just I felt like
It was
just
heaviness
like
on you,
because me and
but
him I have my two older brothers and they're like a couple years apart.
mhm.
I think from my the brother above me, I think when he graduated high school, I graduated sixth grade, so that's like what
Mhm.
that's like 6 year difference.
Mhm.
And my little brother is just a couple years younger than me, so it was
Mhm.
like I feel like me and him just kind of
You were
we
closer.
grew up together. You know what I mean?
Got
So no quiero
you.
decir
I
que
got
my
you.
bond with
Yeah.
him was more important
Yeah.
than whatever bond he had with my other brothers, because I know they all had their
Yeah.
own special different
Everybody
one. You
hurt.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at that time moment in life, like I just felt like I was the only one that kind of really understood,
Mhm.
because my mom, she saw her little baby, you know what I mean? And as fucked up as it sounds, like wow, like he was no saint. I mean, I'm not saying he was a devil, but
He was imperfect.
he wasn't perfect, you know what I mean? And that's like my mom felt like there was a double life that her
Mhm.
baby lived, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I felt like I'm the one that kind of knew that side.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to make everything special for him. So
Mhm.
then I kind of just took on that. Then también my brothers were kind of. There's only one brother that was here for that one.
Mhm.
My other brother was deported to Mexico, so
Mhm.
he didn't even get to see this.
Mhm.
But I don't know. That was just the bond I had with him was a little different. At least I think so. You know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
at the time, yeah, I did think it was
Do you think it
supposed to be
was,
me. You know.
yeah. And
It's,
it was like a way of kind of letting go of that for you, like closure, having to,
nah, I think it was just.
no?
I think that was just me not wanting to let go. You know, I just wanted
Oh,
to
get you. Yeah. Take
like
care of him.
yeah, I just wanted to make sure he got put to rest the way he deserved. You know, so
Yeah.
I remember. Well, it was beautiful. It was beautiful. You know what I mean? As ugly as it looked, it was a good
It was a beautiful
it was a good
funeral.
away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And that's deep because I know a lot of people can relate to that. Do you get me? And you know, the people that know me, I had, and my husband too, like he helped me a little bit because I still struggled with the loss I had, where I had a boyfriend that passed away in a car accident, and it was very hard to let go of that grief. And it's like this person that you think you're gonna be with forever. You know, they're young and they're forever young. You know, after everybody keeps growing um and you're not the same anymore. You still, sorry,
Yeah, yeah.
you remember.
You, ¿cómo se dice? How did I fucking? I swear to God, when I'm not on this, I fucking quote some good shit, but
You, it's just you.
there's
It's not you can't describe it. You know,
yeah, like
the
what
darkness that you feel, the grief, the confusion. You know, you're just confused. You're like, why do these things happen? But like you mentioned, the more you go in life, you're like, wow, there's beautiful things in this life, and you learn to embrace that and appreciate that.
it's like. I was thinking the other day, I'm like, you know what? Uh, like you, I don't know, fuck, God damn it! I swear to God, I practiced so much things I wanted to say. Like just in my head, like just letting go. Like it's hard to do it because like in my head, it's like every day I bury him again. You know, it's
Yeah.
like every day when because I mean other people might they might remember him from time to time. A lot of people I feel like forgot about him, but like I think about him every day. Like some days are good, some days are bad. Some days fucking I
Hmm.
forgot. Some day it was a sad one. Last time fucking we were I don't know what stupid shit we were doing. I have the blessing that I actually get to dream about him a lot.
Hmm.
So I'm at peace with that. But when I think about it, it's like every day like grieve is like you're just burying that person every day. You know what I mean? When you're still grieving and you don't know how to calm that,
Yeah.
like it's cada día you're reburying him. Like
Yeah.
it's like each day, it's like waking up every day and you're just closing that shit again.
Yeah.
You wake up the next
You
day and you're
learn.
closing it again.
Right.
You know what I mean? You keep closing it, so you keep feeling that shit, and it don't go. You know.
Mhm.
But with time, like I haven't completely healed. You know what I mean? I haven't fully gotten over it, and I don't think I
I
ever
don't think you
will.
ever will.
And like
think
I don't think I
you.
want to. You know what I mean? I don't
No.
think I want to because, como I made a post last time, like I like being in the hurt. You know what I mean? I like being like they say, hey, you like doing it to yourself. You know what I mean? You like fucking put tercer cielo. You know what I mean? Te
Yeah.
extrañaré for no reason. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know that song makes you cry.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up, let me listen to it. You know what I mean? Because I like being in the hurt. Because being in the hurt just reminds me of why I'm hurting. You know, it reminds me of hurt. The hurt that I felt that day was only felt because the love that I felt from
Yeah.
meant that much. You know,
Yeah.
so I love going back. I love going back to pain,
Right.
which
I
fucking
think
sounds
it's
fucking weird when you're
it
talking
does.
about wanting to
It
heal.
actually
You know.
reminds me of the scripture, and I'm gonna say it real quick. It's like
It's all right. I'm starting to believe in God again. I remember last time I told you I didn't.
Nah, don't worry about it. So the book is called Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 2, and it says, "It is better to go to a house of mourning than to go to a house of feasting, for death is a destiny for everyone. The living should take this to heart." So that book, I loved it because when I was going through grief, and I was like, God, like, why did this happen? This is weird. Like, well, I didn't understand, you know, especially when you're young and your like death hits you really close to home. And you're like, what is this? You know, I thought we were going to at least die at 80, die at 90. No, people are dying at 16, 17. You know, they're super young, even younger. And I remember reading that, and that helped me because I'm like, why do I feel like people, you know, don't understand? And well, this king, this wise king, he wrote that, and he said it is better to go to a house of mourning. It's better to go to to a funeral than to go to parties, because it reminds you like we all go there, you know, we all die in the end, and it kind of gives you that perspective or that perception, like, you know, to live like every day is your last day,
Yeah.
you know.
Eh,
And that's why I don't feel bad that you mentioned that, because it's like the Bible says that it's even
Yeah.
better, you know? And that to me is wisdom. That to me is wise. Like we are just a breath, you know? We're super, like, our life is super short. We don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. And that's why this podcast exists, because it's kind of like a reminder, like, guys, you know, wake up a little. Like, there's people hurting, you know, especially in the holidays. Like, be nicer, you know, and not only in the
Yeah.
holidays, not only in the holidays, and when the new year comes and things go back to normal, there's not really holidays, there's no more vacation time, there's no much stuff to do. Like, smile, be kind, love, you know. And I'm living through a moment where family gets divided, you know, and we can talk a little bit about that. Like, for example, in my family, like, you know, there's people that don't agree or, you know, fight about little dumb stuff. Y ya se paran de hablar for years and months, and we're talking about death, and like, ahí sí están, ¿sí me entiendes? Ahí sí van
It's fake.
yeah, ahí sí van a hasta saludar, or a decir like, hey, I'm sorry, like this, you know, I'm sorry I haven't talked to you, blah, blah, or I'm sorry for your loss. I don't need you to talk to me now. Do you get me? When
Yeah.
things go bad, no, I want you to, como dice la canción, like, en vida se hace, en vida me tragan flores, en
Turn
vida.
that shit on right now.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, like, like, que todo en vida se haga, you know? And it's sad. It's sad when we go through division, stuff like that, because there's people that are, they wish they can go hug their brother again, you know? They wish they can go hug their son again, you know, their brother, their friend, everything, you know, they wish to go turn back time. And this is like a reminder, like, guys, you got your people now. They're a text away. Go say sorry. Go be like, yo, what's up? I want to burn the hatchet, you know? I want to hug you. I want to love you. I want to live the rest of the days fine with every single person.
Yeah.
And I don't see that right now. Everybody's divided. I don't know if you tripped out with politics right now. Like, even that's dividing people. Like, oh, you voted for Trump? All right, peace out. You know? So it's like, what? Like, that's not okay. And we got stuff that's like real. We got death. you know, like taking people out. And more than ever this year, people have died. The beginning of this year, the two young men that you know were killed in the Salinas River near Soledad, that was horrific.
That
Innocent people just being killed just because, oh, you're in the wrong side. Like, what is this?
So
You
it's
know?
even a recent one. I don't think the name I got it correct. Adrian Puga, the one that just got killed at the sideshow,
Yeah.
and like that one's fucked up. That like
Yeah.
that's another.
A sad story, tragic,
I
tragic.
never met the boy. I know he's related to some close people with me. But just you hear the story and you don't got another person to accept that, bro. That was fucked up.
That was
You know what I
unfair.
mean?
Yeah.
It's I seen, you know what I mean. There's the trending videos and there's some that I seen that really like it touched the nerve, you know.
Yeah.
Because I've seen the body cam footage of the police that arrived to my brother's thing, and I heard the same tone that I heard in my brother when he was
Wow.
dying. I mean, it's just I hear, cause my brother wouldn't cry, you know what I mean, he would, but as an adult it was rare to see him cry, and I heard a tone in his voice that I heard in the other young man's voice that it's just a young man that ain't ready to die, you know what I mean, a young
Yeah.
kid, a boy, you know what I mean, like that's
Yeah.
not even like
Kid.
he was 18, my little brother was 19, and it's like to
Wow.
think, you know what I mean, I even reached out to the dude's brother. I don't know him either, but you know what I
Yeah.
mean. Just
You just, yeah.
you know what I mean,
Simply reaching out.
like hey, like, cause that hurts. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
and I'm seeing it. You know, I'm seeing it, and it's just it's crazy. You know, like
Yeah.
it's sad. You know what I mean, because I already know everything that he's feeling step by step. You know what I
Yeah.
mean, like
The process.
like sadness
Stages.
just leads to anger. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
I was unstable for like a good 2 years, you know, like I really made some bad decisions, really just dumb stuff, thinking in whatever made me feel better that,
Yeah.
you know, but that type of stuff that's going on is in the same month, another relative, another family friend's son was also killed in prison.
Yeah.
And he was also young as fuck, like,
That's the thing. Like we're seeing that this year, you know, and we're probably gonna see more next year. We don't know, you know, we
man,
don't know how
like
we're gonna start.
the world's just getting a little
Worse. It's getting worse, and people may think like, oh no, we're fine. No, there's like what climate change. People can, you know, argue and all that about that. But you know,
like
we see the
fucking
changes in the weather. We see the changes in people. You know, the youth is dying. They're in the wrong time, the wrong place. I'm telling you, like that at the beginning of the year, those two young guys killed for nothing, just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Same with Puga. Yeah, people can argue what was he doing there. It was a sideshow. Blah blah blah.
that's
You can argue whatever you want. Nobody deserves to die, you know. And especially when this kid was asking for help, why didn't anyone go and run for help? You know, we're all brave when we're there. Estamos todos like, oh yeah, well, we're all brave doing illegal stuff. Why aren't we brave to save someone's life? Do you get me?
correct.
To go get them or perform CPR, get them alive until someone gets there. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's
Or
important
even
to
just fucking stay with him if you.
stay with
I
them
know
so he doesn't die alone.
you're
Yeah,
not a doctor. You're like, bro, like it's just
right.
be humane. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't want to talk much about his situation because I mean,
It's
someone's
not our
family,
story. Yeah, it's not our story.
but um,
But
just you.
it's
There's no way people could be so fucked up right now.
yeah. It's disheartening to see people how they are right now, just recording everything. They think everything's entertainment, everything's a show. Like as long as it doesn't happen to me, we're good. No, 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 honey bunch.
Exactly.
Like you should be serving others because one day, what is it? Hoy por mí, mañana. Or what is it? Hoy por ti, mañana por mí. You know, and it's like that. We don't know what's happening tomorrow, and then later when people die, we're like, oh, so this is how fulana felt. This is how. Do you get me? It's like no, like
Man, that's crazy.
we all deal with it. We all deal with it one day, maybe some of us years later, but the pain is the same. The pain, the darkness is the same, and it gets
Yeah, I think
everybody.
until it really hits you, you know what I mean. You kind of do humble down heavy because I was definitely don't get me wrong, I am that homie that clowns on everybody, you know what I mean. But but I was just an asshole. You know what I mean? I didn't care about a lot of stuff. They will that happened with my brother. It honestly, it humbled me. You know what I mean? Like,
It gave you an
I'll say like he was my little brother, and I feel like if I lost an older brother, you know, because it was usually always him trying to get me on the straight edge. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It was usually him like telling me. So when I was doing drugs, you know what I mean? Like, so found out he's like, you're doing blow, like, damn, you're a sucker, like you fell for it, like like I'm like, you just sit down and think. I'm like, well, fuck, like, this is I mean, he was still a fucking minor. He wasn't even 18 yet, telling me this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, damn, bro.
He was mature for his age.
He definitely was ahead of his age.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like for his age, he saw a lot of stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had to see, because we were a family of 5, including my parents, right? No, that's 6. 6 of us. 4 of us. Oh, yeah. So we were together at one point, you know?
Yeah.
My parents divorced when, fuck, I don't even remember them together. I think I was like in 3rd grade, 2nd. And I mean, he saw that, you know, he had because they separated a little bit after he was born. I think it was probably like 3, 4. So he just had to live watching his parents separated.
Wow.
Split homes usually create tension amongst
Yeah.
wherever most of the kids are staying at, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In this case, it was with moms.
Yeah.
So there's always tension. I mean, I made peace with my older brother because we used to fight a lot. But we just had a lot of resentment because he was that kid that was forced to grow older.
I get you.
And never got his thank you, you know?
Yeah.
And we would fight. We literally just, and I'm not saying made peace like we started talking. I'm talking like we haven't fought like in a year, you know, over anything. And we used to fight for everything. We used to, I remember when my brother passed, there was all this disagreements, this finger pointing, this and that. Like we laid hands on each other for just because we don't know where to fucking direct that anger to. And I was by myself once, and I told him, I was like, bring me a beer. I guess he was gonna come to the house, and I was bring me a beer. He's like, un doce. I'm like, Simon. I'm like, fuck it, let's see where this goes. Let's drink up or something. He came with Smirnoffs. It's fucking. But that's not the point. Yeah. The thing is, fucking, I drank them too.
Yeah.
But we talked, and me and him, we don't even talk about my brother's passing because it's just we salemos mal otra vez, you know. Sí. There's this theories that he has, and I feel like I know my theories, right?
Yeah.
And we're just disagreeing, you know, but we just started talking. Yeah, I kind of gave him his fucking flowers, como dice. I'm like, bro, like, thank you. He's like, ponete. He's like, pues sí, nadie me dijo. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm telling you right now. He didn't even know how to accept the thank you, you know? So it's like, but for years, there was just tension amongst all of us. You know what I mean? My 2 brothers.
Yeah.
He witnessed that older brother be on drugs, you know what I mean? Like, heavy, and he's good now, but that was his role model growing up. So watch him kind of drop the ball.
Yeah.
My other brother too, you know what I mean? There's all like successful stories that just fumble, you know? And he's seen it. He's seen my brother. My brother had a full scholarship to go to college. He went to Chicago. Then he came back because my mom was struggling. You know, after that, started doing drugs, fumbled, you know? My other brother, second, got into, he was always good. He was a good dancer. Dude could even sing. Good. He's just that life of the party that everyone liked, you know? Everyone liked this dude. Just got into legal stuff, fucking fumbled, got deported, came back, went to prison.
Why do you think, because this is a story that's pretty common in Salinas, do you get me? Especially with young men and men. Why do you think it's like the legal activity that people lean towards? Like, is there not opportunity for men? I know it sounds dumb for me to say, but I want to get to,
Can you repeat it again?
Like, why do you think, like, that's o sea, ¿por qué se van a lo ilegal, a la droga? Or why do you think that is? Is there just no other way?
I don't know.
No se sabe nada más, ¿verdad?
I mean, shit. If you're in the field and you see an apple with trees and there's nothing else to
Yeah.
do, and you just
That's all you know.
like, it's not all you know. I'm not saying like fuck it, you go do it, but I mean it's just you see it
It's
so
easier
much.
to
It's
do.
so common.
I get you.
It's so like you see it so much that it's just it becomes a norm,
That's
or at least
weird.
that's my
It becomes normalized. Yeah. Yeah.
that's my opinion on that. You know, like you just see that it just becomes.
Do you ever get tired of it? Like hearing those stories, that narrative, always,
I mean,
or you're just used to it?
I feel like I'm used to it. I'm not saying that it's like I will never, ¿cómo se dice? Glorify shit, even when I'm in the bad. And I told you how I did some bad stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't glorify stuff like that. But I mean, sí son cosas que it's
It's
just,
bien
it's so
común.
normal. It's like, let's say a little, it's like, you know, like those little towns that have an empaque, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Like
that's the
there's
thing. That's the thing. Like,
those little towns that just like you need work, just hit the warehouse or something, you mean? So
yeah,
you need some extra bucks, like on the street, whatever. Like, well,
yeah,
well, there's always, you know, you go to agency or you go to my homie's house and like
yeah,
get put on. Or like, it's just common that,
yeah,
like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of good, like, there's good stuff that, what's his name? There is a good route. You know what I mean? There is chances to do a lot of stuff, but it's just I feel like you're just, at least in the city, it's just a little fucking like a little bubble that just
I
keeps you
get
in here.
you.
That is just es lo mismo, and you good because
Yeah.
once you leave town for a little bit, you say like, damn, it's pretty freaking, it's pretty nice, you know.
Yeah.
It's pretty freaking nice. I remember when I went to boot camp and came back. I mean, I was there for. So I got sent back because it wasn't all training. I know they sent me to like a fucking month and a half of just being there waiting to get sent home.
Mm.
But you're there and you really see the positivity. You're like, I was
Yeah.
in misery.
A different side,
I
a
was in,
different perception of
yeah.
life. Yeah.
I was still okay. When I went, I went in. You're in your reception and you go and just your mentality, like you go, cause like just bunk beds.
Yeah.
Es como si fueras a county or something. It's just bunk beds and just a bunch of random guys.
Mm.
Guys that you don't know, y pues uno con la mentalidad que tiene de aquí, you go and shit. I went to the brownest dude there was, you know. I'm like, qué onda, bro? You know what I mean? This dude, I remember his name, but I won't say it.
Yeah,
Just in case
no
he
way.
sees it. I still have him on Instagram.
No, but
It
yeah.
was the brownest dude, and I went, and this dude did not even speak Spanish, my boy. You know what I mean? I'm like, what the fuck? I talked to like my closest friends ended up being era un negrito,
Mhm.
una güera, un güero, and some homie from Colombia. Or where was I think he was from Colombia. I don't remember. But you see the world so different when you're out there and like all this diversity that when you come back, when I came back home, it was like I came with this fucking positive ass Merca attitude, you know what I mean?
New mentality.
And then I
You are
remember,
who you're with, no?
you know, yeah,
That's the thing, you are
just
who you're
just
with.
or what you're exposed to, you know what I mean? What
Yeah.
you're seeing, you know.
Yeah.
I remember I came back and say my homie, my compadre, right at the time, it was like getting it. There was doing a lot of street racing and stuff, doing a lot of selling stuff, fucking yada yada. And I was like, hey, bro, why are you doing this? Like just judging the shit out of him, like. Que hasta se enojó. I'm like, bro, like, the fuck's wrong?
It's
Like,
good. You
you
go
know
out
what I
and you
mean?
see things and it's like, oh, you could do this, you could do that.
You know what I mean? I came back with this for like a couple months. Like,
I get you.
come back. I came back. Yeah, I was like, hey, my bad. I'm like,
You are, yeah, you
smoke a
are.
blunt?
Do you think you can
Let's smoke a
be?
blunt. You know what I mean? Like,
It
so-
changed you, pues.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, all
Got you,
right,
like,
never
all right,
mind.
I
I'm
can't-
back. I'm back.
Yeah, like I can't beat this.
Yeah, I ain't.
Join it. If you can't beat them, join
I
them.
ain't this person.
Wow.
I mean,
That's interesting. That's an interesting take, you know?
I mean, sea lo que sea, I mean, decisions, no, I mean, whoever's a good person is a good person.
Yeah.
And there's good people that
And
don't.
you're a good person,
There's
you know?
people that don't do drugs, that ain't this and that, or might be rich or this, but a piece of shit, you know what I mean? I don't know dudes that
Yeah.
do a lot of bad stuff, but they're very good people, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So,
They'll
I
be there
mean,
when you need them.
I don't judge the circumstances,
Yeah.
but the persona.
Yeah.
I see a person for who they are and what they do now.
The action,
Everything they do.
the action. I think actions speak louder than words. You know, like the or how people say now aura, like how many aura points you got.
No.
Oh my gosh, my sister's gonna cancel me for this. Anyway, so what inspired you? So now we're gonna talk a little bit about the Christmas event
Hmm.
because you know you're this person that likes to give, to serve. You're someone in the community that has always been giving to Salinas, and we're gonna talk about that. Like, what inspired you to do that in the first place?
Well, for once, and we're going back to my brothers. I remember it was 2019, obviously the Christmas before he passed. So it was December, and I think I've always had a problem with fucking alcohol, drugs, just partying, just being. I've always been in my head about. I'm always sad about something. I don't know. I mean, the only time I'm
Yeah.
not is when I'm out there fucking doing something,
Yeah,
or
yeah, yeah. No, I mean the pain.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't make it sound that crazy, but I guess
But
yeah.
I mean, it's true,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
We
You
all,
just
we all
just
know.
so you're filling a void with something else,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I'd always be like just making bad decisions or just making bad decisions in general.
And one day you're just like, I'm gonna get
And
back.
no, it was 19. It was Christmas, and I remember I was missing work, freaking spending all my money, and that I didn't save nothing for freaking Christmas.
Mm.
I already had my daughter. I think she was a year already. And I mean, fuck, I ain't never had to save up money to buy my kid a present for Christmas.
Wow.
So it was like a freaking like, yeah, like I still have to like,
Mm.
you're fucking up, dude.
Mhm.
And well, I refused to, ¿cómo se dice? Not have my kid open anything up, even though it was my fault for making bad decisions.
Mm.
So I called my little brother up. I was like, "Hey, wait," and he was selling his little weed. he was hustling at the time.
Mm.
And I asked him, "Hey, wait, I'm not asking you for feria because I know you get mad when I ask you for that shit, but I'm thinking about my daughter a present." So he said, "Yeah." He went. That's when the Disney store was still at the mall. So he went and I'm like, "What you get her with?" He's like, "I bought her here, fool, so you give it to her." I'm like, "Nah, just you give it to her." You know what I mean?
Mm.
It don't got to be a me thing. It's just her in general to have something.
Yeah.
And he went. He got her a little Minnie Mouse. He got her Minnie, but nigga, that's Mickey, fool. Pinche falta de niñez que tuvo mi little brother. You know what I mean?
Aw.
And yeah, I remember like that feeling that I had was just like, damn, bro, like that's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Mm.
And at least for me, that only hit like, damn, I'm not gonna have my kid go through this again. And then otro, I remember Christmas for us, it was always cool because my mom always made shit happen.
Yeah.
Like even though it was tough, the whole year could have been bien duro and everything. It's
Yeah.
Christmas the only time where we would
Have some.
where we have something nice.
That's,
When I would have my brothers, when all my brothers were still together, like that was when it was cool.
yeah.
So and then I haven't had no Christmases like that because I mean, un brother aquí, otro allá.
Mm.
I just never had it. It hasn't. I mean, now I have my family,
Mm.
but like that holiday just it touches a nerve, or it takes me to memory lane on a cool way, cause it takes me to a place that was nice.
Yeah.
And I remember there was times too though that my mom fucking she did the most to try to make it happen. She made it happen, but I know
Yeah.
she struggled. Fuck, I remember she get us some fucking socks and cereal boxes. And I have pictures of it.
I love that.
So it's a cereal box, and my little brother's like, "Yes, I got cereal."
Oh my goodness.
Like I remember
Yeah.
these memories, and it was pretty tight. But
Yeah.
but those were the years that I know it probably wasn't the best year for my mom.
Yeah.
Because receiving socks and wrapping them in a cereal box, that's pretty.
That's tough.
That's pretty low. So, pues ya entrando 2020, that's when my brother passed. That's when I started fucking making music, trying to make a
Yeah.
movement, and
Yeah.
it was cool. I was talking with his friends at the time, and we were making stuff happen, making music. Then, pues we wanted to I had the idea of doing a turkey drive, but
Mhm.
I'm like, where the fuck do you buy hella turkeys? And Like, cause I know they've sell out. It's like you
Yeah.
go buy the whole store out. It was like that. Well,
Yeah.
where would we put them? Like to
Yeah.
be refrigerated and
It'd be
like
tough to do. Yeah.
yeah. So I'm like nah. Like we'll skip on that one. So we made it happen for the. I'm like, well, let's do a toy drive. You know what I mean? Like let's do a.
You wanted to give back to the
I wanted to do
community.
something. I wanted to do something in the
Yeah.
holidays. I mean, and I'm not gonna say I'm the first one who's ever done it because
No,
I've seen
yeah.
it happen. You know, I've
That's
seen it. So
good.
I'm like, you could go and choose what route you want to be as a
Yeah.
person. So I'm like, you know what, let's do something.
Yeah.
So I remember we had our first toy drive. That was 2020, and honestly, it was me, a lot of my brother's friends at the time. We made it happen. I was probably one of our like biggest one that we've had because we've
Wow.
had I think close to like 1,000 toys,
Wow.
and it's like it's a toy per kid, you know. So
Yeah.
if you do the math, that's a lot of
That's a
fucking
lot of
kids.
kids. Yeah.
We did it at Chavinda, and there's like this little alleyway. I don't know if you've been to a Chavinda right here in
Mm.
town. It's a little taqueria, but it's
Mm.
like an alleyway. It's like a
Mm.
block's worth,
Yeah.
and we had a linea from literally the parking lot of the store wrapping around to the over here and like around to like the other store and kind of making its way back. So it was like a full circle.
Mm.
And we started early and ended with the sun down. So
Wow.
like
That was busy.
it was a good one, you know, it was a
Yeah.
good one. Yeah, llegando el second year, we did we have tacos at second year? No, just the first year.
How about this year? What are you gonna do this year? Is it gonna be
The same that it's we're planning on this
same
let me
idea?
go
Same
through the
thing?
second
Yeah, go for
story.
it. Go
So
for
the
it.
first one, what regalamos ahí, we had we just gave out toys. We
Mm.
did a song with some rapper called Baby Gas.
Mm.
He's from the Bay. We brought him that day, so that was probably the hype of the first one. The second one, yeah, I got my camarada involved. He's a Señor Taco. He
Mm.
does catering.
Mm.
So for that one, not only did we give out toys, but he catered the event, you know. So that
Wow.
one putiza, mi homie, just fucking cooking up fucking tacos
Yeah.
for the community, you know. So
Yeah.
now not only
So were the
did
tacos free or?
yeah, they're free.
Oh, nice.
And not only that, my boy Gio got involved. Like he cuts hair,
Mm.
and como se dice. So we had a nice event. Like he's
Wow.
cutting up. My homie was cutting up. My homies over there were giving tacos. We're giving toys. So it's like and this is all within like a little parking lot, you know. Like so it was fucking busy because it's a little spot and we're trying to do this for so many people. And we made it happen, you know, like
That's
it
great.
worked out. And like there was always a doubt, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for the second one, like we could do it some other year.
Yeah. But you
Yeah,
did it.
took a break on the third year, and then last year we did our third one.
Mm.
Yeah, we did it again. We got my compa Taquero, my this year we had DJs last year.
Mm.
We had my boy took his 360 booth. So like you could
That's
se subían los
cool.
morritos right
Yeah.
there. We had
Wow.
Danza Azteca.
Mm.
So we had the Aztec dancers. They did like a little I forgot what it was called.
Like a performance?
I don't know si era well they're like they're like I want to say rituals, but
Oh, I
like
get you,
como se
yeah.
dicen? I don't want to use the wrong words.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, there was a danza de I don't know si es La Serpiente. I don't know. The thing is they got all the kids, you know what I mean? They're grabbing their hands and they're like so it was pretty fun for them, you know. It was pretty it was I mean,
I'm
I
sure
know
you've made a lot of kids' memories, like core memories.
yeah, I have pictures and videos of everything, you know,
That's
and
cool.
like that's kind of like the highlight for me. 'Cause I could be an
Yeah.
asshole all year, you know, but at
Yeah.
least this one,
Let me give something.
this one
Yeah.
time, this one time, I gotta do something cool, you know.
Yeah, and this is all in East Salinas?
Yeah, and
Oh,
the event's called Christmas in the East.
oh, I love
You
it.
know, there's Christmas in the park, there's Christmas and
Yeah.
yada yada.
Christmas
It's
in the
Christmas in
East,
the
I love
East, you
it,
know,
yeah.
like that's.
For
'Cause,
the-
I mean, I'm not saying like only the kids from the east that can
No,
come. You know,
no,
originally
it's located there.
the whole city. I mean, whoever come and get something, whoever
Yeah.
needs the help,
Yeah.
like, cáiganle, you know.
Yeah.
But for me, like I like my roots. You know, I like the area that
Yeah.
fucking that molded me. You know,
Sí.
because it really
And
There's
that's a positive influence you're doing there
there's
for
a
the kids.
I know fucking growing up there was like just the statistics of freaking like the youth. You know what I mean? You see
Yeah.
these in youth at danger programs
Yeah.
like or let's say '09. Oh, you know what I mean?
It just has a
'09.
bad rep, yeah.
Those were
Yeah.
like my middle school years were '09. High school years was graduated 14. Like
Yeah.
you look at the Salinas most homicides is honestly those 2 years. You know.
Wow.
So it's like growing up like that. You kind of grow up thinking like. You know, what, am I gonna see 21?
Yeah, I get you. No,
You know
no,
what I mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah. Because it's normal, like you mentioned. The norm
28.
is
Like
yeah,
it's a bad and it's a como like you're saying earlier, you know what I mean? You think
yeah,
it's easy. I mean, it's easy when it's all you see, you know?
yeah. And what message do you hope to spread to the community with this event and with this episode too?
Um,
Like, do you have something to say? Say it now.
for the well, for the event, like they were my plans for it are just que eventually llegue
Yeah,
to the point where like I could say it's Christmas in the East fucking 20, you know?
yeah,
Like, cause I've usually first annual. I know that's what I did. First annual Christmas in the
you want to
East.
go up to 20 years?
Yeah,
That's
on the
awesome,
flyer,
dude.
they see a second annual Christmas in the East. I know
Yeah,
there's gonna be fourth annual. I'm like shit.
and you could do it. Yeah,
23rd annual. You know what I mean? Like shit.
dude, I love that.
Hopefully by then
Okay,
hopefully my kid takes over like at
yeah,
fucking fucking the 15th one or
I
something.
love that. It will
Yeah, I
happen.
mean I want to make
It
it
will
something
happen.
that like they'll when people. I've done 2 podcasts before, you know.
Yeah,
And they've asked me like they go asking questions about music. I'm like, bro, there's a lot of people that make music in town. Like I'm no different. I mean, I still rent out a fucking garage,
hmm,
and I still gotta go to work every morning. Like, bro,
yeah,
I'm not no freaking. Don't
yeah,
highlight my music career because it ain't doing
yeah.
shit. But you could highlight this, you know.
But don't belittle yourself either.
No, I'm just
Music.
I'm putting into like
Yeah,
for
I
like
get you. I get you. I get
like
you.
it's
You wanna, yeah, I get you.
that's not the
Uh-huh.
biggest rock in the bundle,
It's
you know.
not, yeah,
It's the like
definitely.
if I want to be highlighted for something, que sea this, you know.
Community
Like
service.
I
Yeah,
want this to be a thing in
definitely.
the town. I want it to be a thing that keeps going.
And it will,
You know what
dude.
I
It's
mean?
going
That
right now.
because I've had pictures with a kid, which is actually my one of my homegirls' son.
Mm.
I have one picture of the first one, and then I have a picture of like the second one. And you could it's the same picture, same pose. You know what I mean? I'm squatted down with
Yeah,
the morrito. And for this year, my homegirl, her and her husband they're trying to contribute this year
that's great.
to ¿cómo se dice?
To
To for the event, you
oh,
know.
I get you. Yeah.
I've seen one of my friends that got killed when I was like a sophomore.
Mhm.
I've seen his younger sister take her kids.
Wow,
You know what I mean?
that's lovely, dude.
I've seen people that I grew up with. También I've seen
You're building a community, man. Like that's great.
I've seen their moms take my homie's nephews. You know,
Yeah.
so I like that's tight. I've seen people that I've gone to high school with,
Yeah.
like that I haven't seen in years. You know, that now got like
The
two,
way
three
to
kids,
connect, yeah.
two, three kids
Yeah.
in line. You know. And it's
Wow.
not like it's not a like a judgment thing like hell no like I encourage her, you know what I mean,
Like,
if
yeah.
she alguien ocupa, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I mean, don't get me wrong, I ain't rich, I'm broke as shit, but
Entre todos
se
se
hace, you know
hace,
what I mean, en
entre
la ¿cómo
todos.
se dice el esfuerzo así cómo se dice?
I don't know what saying it is.
I know.
Especially in Spanish. Is this in Spanish?
The hard things, so I don't
I don't
fucking
know,
know.
but with people, se puede hacer,
Yeah,
with the
like, cause it's just
community.
it's not that I'm funding this completely, you know. Like
It's everybody.
I don't want to make it GUERO's Christmas in the Eve.
Yeah.
You
But
know what I
you do
mean?
have a big role in
It's just
organizing it, though.
coordination, or is that how you say it? I feel
Logistics, you're organizing.
like you gotta like scheduling shit or scheduling
Yeah.
people, moving
That's great, dude.
like if you know how to coordinate that
And you know
stuff.
what, Widow? You're very resourceful, and that's really good. It's really good, and I'm so happy that you're doing it for the good, for the positive, for the community, something positive, and for the youth. So now we're gonna conclude a little bit. It's located where? And
It's gonna be
when?
at so it's gonna be December 21st
Mhm.
at Cluster Park. I'm
You
gonna
guys
say,
heard it,
I'm gonna
December
say,
21st,
I'm gonna say it
Cluster Park.
at 2.
At,
At
at
2.
2.
Yeah,
And follow
because
him. I'm gonna put your username and everything that way, like they could follow and see, updates on Instagram. And one thing I want to hear from you is what advice do you give someone who has experienced loss and is looking for a way to cope? Because to me, this is great, dude. Like, this is a way of giving back. This is a way of healing. This is a way of growing.
it's honestly just
And it
fucking.
can't be the norm.
Huh?
So it's a trick question. Like, you gotta give something. Give me something where, give me an advice, for those people. Give us an advice. And it can't be that the norm, Usually
Which
people
one
will
is
be
the
like, let's go
norm?
party, bruh.
Oh,
Let's go
nah.
party. Let's go numb
Nah,
this pain.
that's when my homies
Yeah.
are like heartbroken.
Yeah.
On that one, like,
You stay there,
perrito, let's go drink. That's
Yeah.
when they're over a girl,
But
over a
at
girl.
this, yeah, and
If
at
we're
this,
talking grief, just talk to somebody,
Yeah.
Because entre más que te callas, like the more you hold in, like it crumbles you. You know what I mean? It eats you up. It freaking it'll eat you up crazy that you'll lose yourself. You know
so
what I
talk
mean?
to someone.
So don't
Let it
stop
out.
talking to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stop talking to yourself and
If you
start talking.
don't
to
got
people.
anybody, you got God. Honestly, whether you believe in Him or not,
Well,
talk to Him.
It's like this. Like I don't know if this shit works on camera. Like I fucking made it work earlier.
Mm.
So it's like a freaking water, right? Where's my fucking lighter? See, you're
Here's-
probably wondering.
You need
You're probably.
anybody?
No, I don't need the whole thing. I just need my lighters. Where my lighters at? You're probably wondering why I was carrying 2 lighters.
I wonder if you can see it.
I hope so.
A ver.
I mean,
¿Qué?
it's not. It's like, all right, like
Yeah.
a lighter, like it says one person, right?
Yeah.
They're 2 functional.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their flame,
Yeah.
Ahora miras un vato, you know what I mean? With life fucks you up. Like depression,
You
freaking
drown in
grief.
that.
Like te ahogas solo, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to wet the homies thing.
Y ya
You know
no
what I mean?
prende. Ya no
Like,
prende, ya no tienes
with all
tu
that
fuego.
shit, you know what I mean?
La vida te lo
You
paga.
don't have
Yeah.
that shit, and then like you talk to other people, like
Boom. Other people get it to
you
you.
know what I mean? Like it's.
I love that,
it's-
dude.
You know what I mean? You lose your flame.
Yeah. But you can't
You
bring
lose
it
your
back.
flame with all the shit that life gets you. You know what I mean? All the stuff that life hits you with, it'll make you lose your spark. It'll make you lose. You know what I mean?
But you get
But
it
it ain't
back
hard. It ain't hard to get it back when you just
when you got
talk to
people.
someone. Like
Yeah.
like
And
it's not over till it's over.
Yeah.
So
And I want to add a little bit to that. Like, if you do talk to someone, it's got to be someone wise.
Yeah,
It's got to be someone that has a flame. Because if it's got 2 people that drowned,
Yeah,
there's no
yeah.
flame. Do you get me? It's got to be someone with
it'll be
flame.
too fucking.
I mean, show us right now. They're both drowned. Hey, let's go drink, buddy. Let's go smoke, buddy. Nah,
You ain't
bruh.
doing shit with that, you know what I mean?
Nada.
Then I got 2 letters
Nah.
that don't work.
So where do you go? You go somewhere where,
I mean,
where
just-
there's flame, where there's fire.
Yeah, go.
Ooh,
you know
I
what
love
mean?
that, dude. That's
Just,
powerful.
Just
That's
circulate
powerful.
yourself. Circulate.
Connect
Surround
yourself.
yourself.
Surround yourself.
Surround yourself with people that, because honestly, I throughout the years, I've cut people off that
Yeah.
just is this benefiting me? Is this person
You
checking
have
on
to
me?
do
Is this
that.
person? When was the last time this person asked about my kid? You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what's working for me and what isn't?
Exactly. And
'Cause-
we have to do that.
Because I'm already in that, like, you're already in a spot where you feel like you're already sinking, fool. Like,
Yeah.
like, no te subes al barco el otro güey que también se está cayendo,
Exactly.
Like, I mean, I'm not saying eat off of someone else that's good, but if you want to survive, get go. Nowhere to go,
Surround yourself with
Because
good
if
people.
not, you're just, you know what I mean?
You
You're
are
just,
what you're with. And you gotta see, are these people okay? Are
Yo
these
ando con
people-
puro borracho, pero con intenciones buenas.
Pero sí. Bueno, we're gonna conclude it with one scripture I want to add, because in this podcast we talking about Jesus, we talking about God, dude.
Jesus.
This is from First Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 13 and 18, and it says, "Brothers and sisters, we do not want you to be uninformed about those who sleep in death, so those who have passed away, so that you do not grieve like the rest of mankind who have no hope. For we believe that Jesus died and rose again, and so we believe that God will bring with Jesus those who have fallen asleep in him. According to the Lord's word, we tell you that we who are still alive, who are left until the coming of the Lord, will certainly not precede those who have fallen asleep. For the Lord himself will come down from heaven with a loud command, with the voice of the archangel, and with the trumpet call of God, and the dead in Christ will rise first. After that, we who are still alive and are left will be caught up together with them in the clouds to meet the Lord in the air. And so we will be with the Lord forever. Therefore, encourage one another with these words. So I'm going to end it with that. It's basically those people that we've lost, you know, we're going to see them again. We're going to be risen up with the Lord. If we haven't died yet, we're going to go with him. And that's what we believe. That's what us locals, the Christians, the people that believe in God, that's what we believe. And that's the hope that we got. And that's why we got to live every single day like it's the last day. Love each other. Encourage one another. Do not judge. If we are going to judge, you better do it with love. And you better lead someone, you know, and embrace them and lead them. You know, we're not perfect. No one is perfect. We're all struggling. We're all, you know, drowning in water, like that little thing that we were talking about right now. But you know, God, I think he's the true fire. You know, he's the fire. He's the Holy Spirit. That's the fire that the Christians that we talk about. And we got to go with the flame, you know, with that person, that being that created us, that maker, that will give you that fire back, and you will have it. It's not lost, you know. It's never lost, and it's never too late to get to know God. It's never too late to turn around. It's never too late to you know, surround yourself with people that want good for you, that want better for you. And that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and tag GUERO on Instagram, wherever you're seeing this. I'm gonna make sure I have it somewhere where you can you know, get in contact with him if you want to add anything, if you want to contribute to the, you know, event that he's having, Christmas in the East, you know, whether it's financially, whether it's helping, volunteering, whatever it is. Go ahead and contact him. He's the organizer. He's the, you know, the one that's bringing this all together for the community. And we appreciate you, Edo. Thank you so much for coming on.
No,
I appreciate it so much, dude.
I gotta take a day off work.
Yeah. And don't get him in trouble. This was the only available day. But until next year, man. Until next year, I hope that the next season is even better. You know, we're working for that season.
It's
and
a year of growth. This one. This is the one. This is the one. This is my year for real.
Definitely,
this is our year for real.
Our year, yes, for sure, dude.
It's supposed to be this one, but
no, next year, siempre. There's always something. There's always bigger.
I'm even going to the gym next year.
Definitely, same, dude. All right, then. Well, thank you guys so much for listening, for tuning in. Remember, please rate the podcast on Spotify, on YouTube. Leave a comment. You know, engage with us. This is a community that we're forming. This is a Spotlight with KB, and it's a Salinas Valley podcast. It's for the people, by the people. Thank you so much, people. Love you. God bless. Take care.